a chord progression that I thought was kind of cool. You know, it's the Red Bank thing, and you know, it's where I was born, so why not where my music is born too? But and literally, this all just started with I was just kind of sitting here doing nothing really, and I had a pick in my hand at the time. I'm also trying to teach myself how to finger pick instead of using a pick. But when this all started, that whole thing, it just started literally with a mistake. Bob Ross, we love you, because it was a happy mistake, and that it was a sound that came into my head, and it really was just that, you know, those put together. And I don't know how other people think. I can only tell you how I think, but that formed a picture in my head, and literally that. And it's got to be the cool, not, you know, and whatever. That's what. You know, it's that bass, and then for some reason that forms a picture in my head, and it was Red Bank, and it's like, but it wasn't my time frame. It wasn't anything from the 70s, 80s, 90s. You know, it wasn't anything from there. And it's like, well, where the hell did this come from? And it settled on the area around the Count Basie Theater. And if you ever seen the Count Basie Theater, it's kind of 40s Art Deco kind of thing, and that's what it reminded me of. And I don't know why. It's just that one, yeah, and that one literally brought all that into my brain, and it's like, oh, that's kind of cool. And you know, it's like, well, it's like, especially like 40s music and stuff. If you ever the most popular song, like In the Mood, there are words to it. Go back and look at the words. They're racy for the 40s. But it's like that was kind of where my mind went. You know, it's like a little racy for the 40s. And yeah, all this happens in like less than half of a second, and it's kind of cool and kind of strange all at the same time. But then where do you go from there? And you know, the 40s is kind of stabilizing, kind of mellow, kind of, you know, it's we're going into war, and we got to get our shit together, basically. So it's well, a G chord is super stable and all that, so, and just that's it kind of fit. And it fit because when I was thinking about, well, where do I go with that, my hand just kind of rested there. And me doing all this, I forgot one part in all this. Me doing all this is also because of something a very good guitar, amazing guitar player said to me one day. My friend Walt, he looked at me playing. He said, "What chord did you just play?" And I went, you know, something like that. And he's like, "Oh my God, you play bar chords correctly." And I'm like, well, "Yeah, it's kind of the way I learned." And this all kind of like, you know, for the A minor, it's but me just resting my hand for just kind of went like this, which is also, I realized later, a bar chord not played correctly. And that's kind of what got my head into all this. It's like, well, you know, but there are reasons why I play the bar chords not correctly and correctly. And the reason I play correctly here is because I totally want that, all the treble sound. And here I want the bass sound. And yeah, I just dropped a pick because in progressing along with this, you know, I know we're only on the second chord here, but that just is fit perfectly because here I want up high, and here I want down low. So this also gets this hand, for some reason in my brain, up here again. But then I just, you know, and I definitely got to get the finger picking down because this all started with a pick. So this part is more. So now I got to resolve that with this, and it's harder than it sounds. We try it switching from a pick to your fingers with, and it's all a rhythm thing. But I got to get it down, and then I needed to, after all that, I needed something epic, and that G chord just came back again, which brought me back to the A minor, which you can start all over again if you can play. I gotta work on this, but I just kind of wanted to put this in there as a little. Anyway, if you stayed this long, thank you. It is improving slightly. I'm going to keep working on it, and hopefully it'll get better and sound awesome one day. Because Red Banks, it really should sound awesome, along with like Asbury Park, and let's rebuild that stuff, man. It used to be awesome. Let's get it back there again. I'll see you. Peace.